What's going down? This is TK Pryor coming at you with another chance to affect, hopefully, and change your decision-making process when it comes to finances. Now, bear with me for a second here. Most times, I am creatively trying to reach, everyday people, right? Everyday people who you might consider not successful, everyday average citizens who make uneducated nonsense decisions, people that the super rich would consider lazy. And what I do is I try to attack your mindset and I try to get you to make a different economic decision and kind of switch to do something more effective, right? But people watch my video, they say, I don't know what is he talking about? And you go back to watching Empire and buying $250 Jordans. So I don't really have an effect on your life. You don't make any type of different decision. You don't even really let the information that I pass on to you sink in, right? So the video is ineffective in doing anything because you still spend money on liabilities and don't focus on assets. You stay in your comfort zone, which is getting a check at Burger King and happy with the fact that, well, if I go to work every day, I get a check, as opposed to spending energy and effort into writing your own check based on jumping into some sort of leverage-based income opportunity that allows money to work for you instead of you always chasing that dollar and making money or chasing money. It's a different way of thinking to say, instead of chasing money, instead of running after the dollar, make some smart economic decisions so that your money starts to work for you. You see, that's a different action on your part. So that's the typical, all right? And nobody signs up for the asset allocations that I suggest. You just keep spending money in US dollars and making money at the whatever place that you work. Typical Americans, they trade time for money, right? Where super rich Americans take money and have their time be leveraged so that the money can work for them. There's a different way of thinking. But okay, rarely do I take the time to market and go after people who are considered successful, people who are already considered making a decent income. If your asset allocation, and I should say, if your net worth is above a certain level, then those are the people that I rarely just do a video for. So let me switch the gears a little bit here and talk to somebody who's successful. Like you say, or you might think to yourself, some people post that image on Facebook. I don't know if that's true, but you see things like, I'm making $10,000 a month. I can help you this, and this. So the enticement is money. And that's, according to the FCC, to use money to entice people is illegal. So you want to stay away from that, but that's the main thing you see on Facebook, and that kind of leads me to any type of hype video makes you feel like it's ingenuine. People talk about the wrong things. If I'm and got my tap dance shoes on, then to me that just seems ingenuine, and it seems like you're using hype for the reason that there is no substance. Why do I need to hype you if I have value and substance to offer? And that's just my thought process, okay? So Typical Americans fall for the hype, and whatever emotional ploy that you use to entice people, that's what they follow. And then you have a group of people who are not producing results, following a trend or a celebrity, and there's no substance to the group. So you have attrition rates that are 90%. You have breakthroughs within your group that are low, maybe 10%. And that's the paradigm that we need to attack. I mean, we want to switch that, okay? We need to present value. We need to have people make personal choices. See, because the change in someone's life is not in the hype. It's not in the enticement. The change in someone's life is in the mindset and the personal actions that people on your team consistently make. It's when you have a team of 100 people who consistently make positive economic decisions is when you begin to make change, and you can start to see the results, the fruit on the trees of everyone around you. I don't want a hype group. I want results group. I want to attack your mindset and get you to the point where you are effectively making financial decisions that will create change. You see, you're no longer buying $200 Jordans. You're no longer spending 8 hours in front of the weapon of mass destruction, which is television, brainwash system of monarch control. See, you're making different decisions because now you're feeding your brain with financial IQ. Now you are learning trends. Now you are totally shifting what is important to you. That's how you change someone's life. And that is more important than enticement, emotional change, or emotional hype and zero results. Well, even the people who get the hype in terms of sign up, again, zero substance means 90% attrition rates. Because once someone is not effectively earning income for themselves, yes, you drive money towards you with your hype. And then you make $50,000 a month, but your mindset is not in a successful entrepreneurial and effectively changing people's lives mentality either. So the issue is this. You have to change your mindset. You have to effectively make financial decisions that produce results. And results is the things that I focus on. Substance and value is the things that I try to focus on. Because what I want is people who make different decisions. I want to see people who turn off the television. I want to see people who now understand what non-US based allocations are. Understand the importance of not being affected by US capital control. Again, if you go back to those people who are successful and you ask from a traditional investment standpoint, hey, why should I move my holdings away from the US dollar? Most traditional advisors won't tell you to do that. They would say, support the dollar, US-based allocations is where it's at. Stick to the traditional investment scheme, stock, bonds. Well, the issue is there are negative repercussions to deficit spending. And we are entering a space where austerity measures will become common along with U.S. capital control. So the only thing to protect yourself from that is to diversify your portfolio to include some non-U.S. based allocations. Now, I would be aggressive enough to say if you have faith in the dollar, then stick to a small percentage in non-US based allocations. But if you don't have faith, go aggressive with your conversion out of the dollar. So if your liquidity is sitting at $100,000, then I would say take an aggressive 70% and convert out of the dollar and only leave 30% in cash. Because again, the thought process here is to protect yourself and to give yourself the most options in this downturning economy that TV says doesn't exist. Okay? You can feel inflation, you will see hyperinflation, and the financial choices that you make is how you protect yourself. All right. So if you get into cryptocurrency and you get into gold currency, you have two different forms of money that are non-US based allocations. Okay. And that gives you security because now you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. If you have all your money in cash, or I should say, if you have all of your money in US dollars, then all your money is in one basket. You don't have any international money, then you're limiting yourself, okay? So a traditional investor or a traditional financial advisor will not tell you that, they will not advise that, but in a downturn economy, why not include international money? So I'm just a person, I'm just making a suggestion. You are in control of your life and your money. But for those people who are considered successful, those people who have money already, I'm just advocating that you get involved in not just US dollars. Okay, your portfolio should be a strong US dollar holding. If you want to stick to an aggressive 70%, or if you want to stick to a more cautious 30%, you should have international money in your portfolio. Okay. Now, the two international money base that I suggest, of course, is cryptocurrency and gold currency. But, to have fiat currency from an international stance also gives you diversification. So I just want to put that out there to those people who are considered successful and those people who do have a high net worth, because I don't really market to people with high net worth. I usually stick to, trying to convert the mindset of that everyday individual. And you see that the results that brings. So if there's someone out there watching this video right now and you are successful, and this hits you, just please take my advice as advice and add some international money to your portfolio. Hope that helps you. And if you would like me to assist you in that process, I can. Anytime somebody does something for themselves, they can assist somebody else in setting up the same thing. So if you would like to contact me, you can. I'm open to assisting you, and the process is real easy. All you have to do is go to a website in terms of how you convert your money from US dollars to gold currency or to cryptocurrency. All right, so come at me. We could talk about it. A few people have been inboxing me, so I appreciate you guys. And, if I can help you, I will. It's just that simple. All right, thanks for your time. Thanks for listening.